Lexington, the thoroughbred capital of the world. And as these majestic animals roam and romp through central Kentucky's pastures, dream about a future run for the roses. But in fact, a byproduct of these mighty beasts may grow the roses to be used in that first week of May. You see, these horses are bedded on straw in barns and stalls, and the muck that is removed from them is transported to this facility to be turned into thoroughbred compost. The process begins when trucks from area farms haul the collected muck to Creech Services Incorporated's composting facility just east of Lexington, Kentucky, where it is dumped into windrows approximately 1,100 feet long. The trucks form 2 rows at a time, which takes about a week. Then they move to the other side of the 10-acre concrete compost pad. These windrows are then shaped and turned twice by a Frontier turner capable of handling rows 20 feet wide and over 8 feet tall. After the initial 2 turnings, the windrows are watered and turned several more times until the material reaches a moisture rate of 40 to 50%. To ensure proper composting, temperatures are taken daily, and a constant reading of between 140 and 170 degrees must be maintained to assure that beneficial microbes are not killed off during the process. Once the compost begins to cook, it loses volume as the microbes begin to break down the carbon in the material. After about 2 weeks, we can combine 2 windrows into 1, and eventually we will have combined 4 windrows into 1. During the combining of windrows, we move them toward the center of our concrete compost pad. This allows us to make sure the bottoms of the piles, which may have been missed by the turner, are composting as well. Windrows are moved a minimum of 5 times during the composting process, and their volume decreases between 80 to 85%. As we move from windrow to windrow, you begin to see the dark, rich color emerge as the piles age. Once consistency and color are reached, the piles are then moved to a stockpiling area, where they will wait to be sold. About a day or 2 before sale, the compost will be screened one last time to remove any oversized material, and a clean, friable, consistent product is now available. This dark, rich compost can be utilized in a variety of ways: as an organic fertilizer, as an organic soil amendment, as an organic growing medium, as top dressing for grazing pastures and manicured turf areas, or as a mulching product. As you can see, there are any number of uses for thoroughbred compost. Compost experts have learned that 1 ton of truly composted material is equal to 3 to 5 times the amount of other materials stockpiled and ground up before sale. So not only are you getting a superior product, you can now use less material and less time with better results. Successful composting, like balanced human nutrition, requires the proper combination of food, water, and oxygen. The benefits of thoroughbred compost are also very apparent. Great pains have been used to create a consistent composting environment to ensure that thoroughbred compost will have a carbon to nitrogen ratio of between 12 to 1 and 20 to 1. This ratio is much more desirable than most wood-based mulches, whose ratios can be as high as 100 to 1, which may rob your soil of important nitrogen. Thoroughbred compost's carbon to nitrogen ratio will add organic matter and nitrogen to your soil, hence increasing the microbial activity. Also, thoroughbred compost will help suppress disease, be weed seed free, and has a water holding capacity up to 4 times its weight. And finally, as a soil amendment, mulch, or top dressing, thoroughbred compost will be consistent, predictable, and will maintain a finished appearance. Don't take our word for it. Let's listen to some real people and businesses as they talk about their